All right, heat advisories. What else is new? Now, moisture is looking to increase later on in the week. What does that mean? Not necessarily rain, but more moisture. Those heat index calculated temperatures will be on the rise. And here I go, heat indices on the rise. Here's what we had today, 100 degrees. San Antonio set a record at San Antonio National Airport. We saw a temperature of 104 degrees, surpassing 102. So 104 in San Antonio. Our record was 103 back in the year 2000. All right, here's our winds. I talked about it a little bit ago. Now, with a cold front boundary and a low pressure storm to the north in northern Texas, that little bit of a tug on the highs, we were seeing some gusty, breezy conditions. We were seeing 25, 27 mile per hour wind gusts. We'll stay a little bit breezy. Some spots still gusting to 20 plus, but most of overall 15 to 20 mile per hour winds. Okay, heat advisory warnings, excessive heat warnings for the most part to the southwest of the viewing area. But either way, 105 to 109, some temperatures 110 plus. Now, we're on the drier side, so heat indices not that oppressive. Our heat is still pretty good, though, 98, 99. But with more moisture potentially later in the week, you're going to start to see these heat indices on the rise. Here we go right now. So on the coast, 80s, you get away from the water in some spots, in the 60s in terms of our dew point numbers. So these are looking to be on the rise. We'll see some Gulf moisture moving out of the east, maybe by the middle of the week. With these going up, those heat index temperatures will be on the rise as well. So here we go. Maybe remember 3 weeks ago, we were 117, 118, 119. We're 105 to 110. Yeah, okay, we're kind of getting numb to this. This is on the cooler side. But these could go up, as I mentioned, if that moisture starts to move into the area. But there's some things, some variables that might stop that, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. But here's our future maximum heat indices. So yeah, 110, 111. These could be on the rise even further, and we're going to explain that in just a moment. So here's what we have. I talked about the winds a moment ago. High pressure pulling around the area, some storms to the north. They're kind of pulling on one another. Yeah, we're seeing some gusty conditions. We're seeing those winds maybe in that 20, 25 to close to 30 mile per hour range at times with some of those gusts. Now, what's going to happen is I talked about that moisture. That moisture will start making its way by the middle of the week, maybe by Wednesday and into Thursday. But there are some other weather variables that might stop that. We're going to talk about that right now. That's right. That is the Saharan dust that gets in the upper atmosphere, that blocks out sunshine, that disrupts moisture and cloud formation from bringing rain, keeping us on the drier side. It does the same thing out there in the tropics with some of those hurricanes. So with this dust, we might not see that moisture that potentially is going to move into the area. But this dust, yeah, that's going to cause some heat index, some air quality problems, as well as slowing down any type of rain progression. Bays will be choppy, seas 2 to 3 feet. Okay, here's what's going on. Don basically staying out there in the middle of the Atlantic, not really a threat to society. So thank goodness Don is staying away from us. 81 overnight, and then for tomorrow, back up to 98. Heat indices in that 111 degree range. Looking ahead to the rest of the week, yeah, those heat indices are going to stay 110 plus potentially, with temperatures right around that 100 degree mark. Lots of sunshine as well.